It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cardinals will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. On the option. Got the first himself. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him, but now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting you with the speed.
And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He leaves it with his back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little Brown to cover, pick up the first. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll run it. able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day
fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Give to Brown. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in the...
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it at the end zone, making a huge play.
Coming out with it, it's Golden. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Quarterback running on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you want to sneak those draws in there when the defensive line gets over-aggressive and runs upfield. Jesse, they didn't do it on that play.
No, nice job staying in their gaps. Offense was in shotgun. The offensive line was pass setting. They were trying to fool him. Couldn't get it done.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short?
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Running up to add another.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Bringing it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quickly to the tight end. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him. They hit him. Force the incompletion.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Underwood. He caught it. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Gain of 8. First and goal, Michigan. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, 10.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They were trying to find the edge there by swinging it out to the right, but there was no room to run.
Yeah, in order for that play to work, they're going to have to get better blocking up front. Those receivers and tight ends, they've got to do a better job getting a hat-on-hat and give that running back a chance to go somewhere with the ball.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They beat him again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll go right back to the run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And this offense hopes to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. The give to the lone running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the example.
Breaks into the open. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Brown has it. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hester. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clement. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff from the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Punt is in the air. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Looking for room. It's Hester. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wolverines racing to the line in a hurry-up. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hester. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. They'll run the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So now on comes the field goal unit. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Skinner. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 32 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Finds his man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off. Grabbed it off the deflection. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's caught. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Hester. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Hester. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Rule 20.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the run. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Running the red zone. It's Hester. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look at the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense swarming I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win too. Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Holstein. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Gets the back moving. Out of the shotgun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Louisville. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's in open space downfield. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He breaks a tackle.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Herbstreit. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Clement.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to get it through the air. He fires a bullet to the right.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts.